We're supposed to split.
Good evening. Welcome and bienvenidos to Live Oak High School's commencement for the class of 2008. Please stand for the flag salute that will be led by Brandon Seminatori, ASB President, and followed by the singing of the national anthem by Sheree Prejean.
Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
Please be seated. Thank you, Brandon and Sheree. Again, welcome to this evening's ceremonies. I'm Nick Bowden, principal of Live Oak High School, and it is my honor to be here this evening to celebrate the graduation of these fine young students that you see before you, the class of 2008. They are a unique class among the graduating classes of Live Oak High School, for they are the first class in well over 20 years to have spent their entire 4 years here at Live Oak High School. You and I arrived together here 4 years ago, not exactly knowing what Live Oak held for us, but we have discovered its heart, its soul, and its beauty. And as a class, you have discovered your character, your integrity, your values, and we are all the better for that discovery. You have shown the character and the courage to accomplish magnificent feats in spite of the odds, and these experiences will define your class for decades to come. Small opportunities are often the beginning of great enterprise. Demosthenes, the great Greek orator and politician, he must have been thinking about your theme for tonight, for it is through these times in your everyday experiences that you are able to build the lasting foundation of your lives. The joys of these times will enrich your lives and those of your loved ones, and you must be certain to cherish those opportunities that present themselves to you at the oddest and least expected of time. Seniors, begin tonight with the celebration of this time in your life with those who love and support you. Congratulations to each and every one of you, the class of 2008. You are a class act all the way around, and we are extremely proud of you. I would like to introduce the guests on our stage with me this evening. From the Morgan Hill Unified School District Board of Education, we have Mr. Don Moody, Board Vice President. Board members Mr. Mike Hickey, Ms. Shelley Thomas, Ms. Kathy Sullivan, Mr. Bart Fisher, and Mr. Peter Mandel. We are also pleased to have District Superintendent Dr. Alan Nishino and Deputy Superintendent Ms. Bonnie Tognazzini. And also with us are Dr. Esther Corral-Carlson, Coordinator of Assessment, and Mr. Dan Erler, Grant Writer, Communications and Community Relations. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Alan Nishino, Superintendent of Schools for Morgan Hill Unified, to say a few words to the class of 2008.
Thank you, Principal Bowden. I wanted to sort of honor Father's Day that's coming up. Many times, I heard a story yesterday at Central's graduation. They talked about how they were in an institution of people who were criminals, and they had Mother's Day and had a bunch of cards. They ran out. They couldn't get enough. Father's Day came, and they didn't have anybody that wanted any Father's Day cards. And it's a true story, and that's sort of an issue that I have, because I think we as men have to have a bigger part in the role of our children. I see that now, and hopefully what I tell you today will help you understand that. I have a story about my father. I have a couple, but this one always brings tears to my eyes because it sort of set the stage for what I would be. When I was growing up, my dad was interned. There were a whole lot of things that happened to him. He lost his business. He had to come back. A lot of hurt feelings. A lot of people had some anger. It was difficult for him to get a job. About 20 years after the war, he finally got his own business again. And he had a flower shop and a nursery out in a place called MHAT, California. Southern California gets pretty hot. One day I was about 16. My dad just got the business. I'm walking around and I'm hot, and I went inside to get a drink of water. And as I'm passing by my dad's desk, I see this here. It looks like a little box, and on the top of it, it reads, "The Secret of Success." So, being a curious kid, I walk by. Second time I pass by, I look at it again. And I say, "Well, what is that?" And he said, "You want to know? Open it up." So I opened it up, and it read, "Work." So my dad tells me, "You want to be successful, you should go outside and start to do some work." Stuck with me the whole time I was growing up. That work and perseverance are very important. And the power of words and what people say and read are very important. And I talk about it all the time whenever I get the opportunity. What we say to our kids and to our students will be long-lasting, just like what you say to your kids are. And I'm hoping they hear this, so when their parents sitting in the audience, they will have done a better job than what I had done as a father. And this is for the students. It says, a teacher asked her students, if you had 10 potatoes and had to divide them among 12 people, how would you do it? One child promptly replied, mash them. That's creativity. Mash them. Kids have that creativity. This is for educators, especially principals. A mother was trying to coax her son to get out of bed and go to school. Give me 2 reasons why you shouldn't go, she demanded. His mother replied firmly, because you're 59 years old and you're the principal. This is for the parents. It's pretty important. And it's for the students up here as well. I asked Mr. Bowden if it was okay if I used that, and he said, go for it, so I did. 2 fathers were discussing how their sons were doing in college. One man said, my son is so smart that when he writes home, I have to go to the dictionary. You're lucky, sighed the other father. When my son writes, I have to go to the bank. You will probably be facing some of those as well. I'd like to sort of end it with a poem that many of you may have heard. It's a special poem to me. It's something I try to read as often as I can, especially in a public forum like this. And it's called In Which House Do You Live? And this is especially for our students who will become parents someday. In which house do you live? I got 2 A's, the small boy cried. His voice was filled with glee. His father very bluntly asked, why didn't you get 3? Mom, I've got the dishes done, the girl called from the door. Her mother very calmly said, and did you sweep the floor? I mowed the grass, the tall boy said, and put the mower away. His father asked him with a shrug, and did you clean off the clay? The children in the house next door seemed happy and content. The same thing happened over there, but this is how it went. I got 2 A's, the small boy cried. His voice was filled with glee. His father proudly said, that's great, I'm glad you live with me. Mom, I've got the dishes done, the girl called from the door. Her mother smiled and softly said, each day I love you more. I mowed the grass, the tall boy said, and put the mower away. His father answered with much joy, you made my happy day. Children deserve a little praise for tasks they're asked to do. If they're to lead a happy life, so much depends on you. And I'm hoping that our students up here, when they're sitting in that audience, that they will remember that it's important to have tasks, but it's also important to praise and recognize the things that they do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nishino. I'd like to now welcome Robert Rodriguez for a welcome for our Spanish-speaking families.
Buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la Escuela de la Época de la clase de 2008. En esta tarde, esos jóvenes pasan de una época bien importante en su vida a una época más grande. Les agradecemos que estén con nosotros hoy, celebrando esta época con los jóvenes, y espero que disfruten de la ceremonia. Gracias y bienvenidos a la Escuela de Live Oak.
Gracias, Robert. I'd like to have Ms. Christina Haropoulos and Ms. Lexi Nuno come to the podiums so they can provide you with a brief overview of the times of the lives of the seniors of the class of 2008.
Time of your life. As we spend our last moments together, we look back on times and remember. The memories we shared, both good and bad, never knowing they'd make us so sad.
As our tassels turn, our lives will change, and to many of us, it will feel very strange. We will go our separate ways, but never forget the smiles of the people we have met.
It's about this time when you look back and question, did I make the right decisions and the best of impressions? We tend to feel like we could have done better and maybe even gotten a higher grade letter.
We cannot go back and raise our grades, but we can learn from the mistakes that we made and alter our futures that remain unknown, showing the world that we have grown.
Leaving our little town and our friends behind, looking into the future, who knows what we'll find. There are many paths for us to explore, a new life and opportunities knocking at every door.
I hope you laughed. I hope you cried. I hope you enjoyed this roller coaster ride. I hope you remember our CCS champs forever and how we celebrated all together.
I hope you remember the Friday night lights and how we never gave up the fight. I hope you take home with you that little piece of heaven and always remember 22-7.
When you look back on times we had, I hope you smile. When you remember all the hardships we faced, I hope it was worthwhile. It is the end of the beginning, and here we all are. Who would have guessed we could have made it this far?
When we reminisce on our times we spent as a nut, we will be proud we made the cut. So this is it through all of our strife. I hope you had the time of your life.
Now here we are in the stands, about to have the diploma in our hands. Soon our caps will fly and we will graduate. Congratulations to the class of 2008.
Thank you, ladies. The class of 2008 boasts two salutatorians, Mr. Christopher Bailey and Ms. Jessica Poon. They have challenged themselves with every possible academic course available at Live Oak High School. They've been actively involved in extracurricular and co-curricular activities, and they have been active participants in the community at large. It is my honor to bring them to the podium for their address.
Good afternoon, school faculty and staff, friends and family, and of course, class of 2008. First of all, I would like to thank my teachers for their teaching and thoughtful insights, my family for their love and support, and my friends for always being there for me. That would be you, Chris, or Watanabe. Graduation is a time for celebration, and since many of you probably have parties planned afterwards, and since no one likes long, dull speeches, I promise to keep my speech short. For the past 4 years, we've been here at Live Oak, and we've all had our shares of ups and downs. For example, this year, our girls' varsity water polo team started the season as underdogs, but came back and stole the league championship title from Leland and went 17-4 the season, which was one of my major ups. But now we're all ready for the next chapter of our lives, and whether we go to college or into the workforce, all of these dreams and ambitions will lead us into new directions and open up a world of opportunities. Everyone will journey down different paths, and we may grow out of the comfort zones we once knew. I would like to make a quote from Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where to go. And remember, nothing we do changes the past. Everything we do changes the future. Because today is the day we start living for ourselves. Well, let's make it tomorrow so we can have one last great night as a class of 2008. And remember, above all else, take life as it comes. Fall down, mess up, break something occasionally, that's life. And it will not be what you expect of it, but what you yourself make of it. Because ready or not, here we come. Class of 2008, we made it.
First and foremost, I must extend my congratulations to all those who sit here behind me. We have all traveled a long, arduous road, and we all richly deserve to bask in this success. 4 years of high school is not an accomplishment to be diminished, and I hope that everyone here has, over the last 4 years, made an investment that will become more and more valuable in the many years to come. However, on one level, I find that I must take issue with this day. To label today as graduation day is, in my opinion, incorrect. I firmly believe that living is learning. By learning, I don't mean colonial expansion in the American pageant or polynomials in calculus second edition. I mean the type of learning that is life, the subtle yet blatant lessons that ultimately define the life experience. So long as we live, we must continue to absorb from our surroundings, to extract from our experiences the trivialities and profundities that are life. Truthfully, this graduation day only makes this objective more difficult to achieve. From this point on, the lessons become less clear, less structured. More and more responsibility for learning is placed on the student. Gone are the certainties, the casual assurances that we have become accustomed to. Maybe not now, maybe not this year, but eventually, each person will have to realize that the truest test in the world is not the AP, not the SAT, but self-reflection. At the end of the day, we must be not only the student, but also the teacher, the test taker, yet at the same time the test proctor. Graduation really does not represent the end of learning. Rather, it represents a change in who is teaching and what is being taught. Our education for the past 4 years has been devoted to topics like English, history, and math. After graduation, however, we become responsible for learning what needs to be learned, for teaching what needs to be taught. Mastering this will ultimately decide how our futures unfold. By no means am I trying to devalue the significance of this day. Simply, I'm suggesting that instead of a conclusion, today is a checkpoint. Now is the time to celebrate, to take a step back, and to think. Reflect on the last 4 years. Look ahead to the future, or simply take a moment to relax. Yes, there will be problems to solve, obstacles to overcome, but for the moment, there is little but the summer ahead of us. Remember, chance is always two-sided. There is the risk of failure, but with this risk comes the opportunity for success. Now, we have the power to set our own curriculum, to decide what to be learned, how to grade the tests. The ability to chase the prospect of success is the true gift of graduation day.
Thank you, Christopher and Jessica. We are obviously in good hands. I now ask that you welcome to the stage Ms. Michelle Dragoescu. Michelle is our valedictorian. She has been involved in a myriad of clubs and organizations, including CSF, FBLA, Interact, Badminton. She's actively involved in the community and volunteered throughout the community as well. She also has carried an academic GPA of 4.46, and it is no surprise that she is planning on attending Stanford University in the fall. Please welcome Ms. Michelle Dragoescu.
Gotta get the microphone good and close now. Good afternoon, fellow graduates and distinguished guests. I am honored to address the class of 2008, the first class in decades to proudly call ourselves Acorns for 4 full years. We are here not to celebrate the achievements of one individual, but to commemorate the success of this class of exceptional students. Every test, practice, and late night throughout the last 12 years has been leading up to this day. At this culminating moment of accomplishment, we stand before you as well-rounded, successful students. Our diligence and hard work shines through excellence in sports, music, service to the community, and academics. The class of 2008 is truly a group to be proud of, but we would not be here without the support of many others. Thank you to the teachers and faculty members who gave us more than books, who helped us plan our futures, sparked our interest in learning, and took the time to get to know us as individuals and friends. Thank you to our families for dragging us out of bed in the morning, cheering us on when things got difficult, and always doing everything in your power to help us succeed. The amazing students here today are entirely a product of your love and support. Throughout the past 4 years, we have grown as students and friends. We've matured, learned to help each other, and made memories to last a lifetime. Together, we've experienced quintessentially Live Oak moments, like eagerly reading new issues of the Oak Leaf, waiting in line for cheese bread and hash browns, and cheering our school on to a 22-7 victory in the first El Toro Bowl. With each passing year, our confidence in our school and ourselves grows stronger. We stand before you, no longer timid freshmen, but capable young adults ready for the next stage of life. Christopher Columbus once said, "You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore." As graduates, we are all ready to embark on a new journey and explore the world of endless possibilities ahead of us. The diplomas we receive today are an invitation to change the world, and I know we will rise to the challenge. Our paths may diverge, but we will always carry with us fond memories of life as an acorn and strive for excellence in everything we do. Today symbolizes not only a conclusion, but a commencement. As you leave this stadium, remember all the wonderful times you've had at Live Oak. Go forth into the world to take advantage of your unlimited potential. And remember, the future belongs to you. Thank you.
And now I'd like to have Brandon Seminatori and Shelley McCune come to the podium to present the class gift to Live Oak High School.
We are deeply honored to represent the class of 2008 while we present our senior class gift. Even though many people have contributed, without the help of a few key people, we know this would never have been accomplished.
First of all, we would like to thank Ms. Darcy Foster. Without her commitment to ASB and her dedication to the senior class, I know I would not be up here presenting so many wonderful gifts.
We would also like to thank Pam Younts. We would also like to thank Pam Younts for all of the guidance and support she has provided the class of 2008 these past 4 years. With the aid of her experience, she has provided a helping hand to the class of 2008, which has increased our efficiency and our awareness, and will be remembered for years to come.
And last but not least, I would like to thank everybody who helped us fundraise. I would like to thank Super Taqueria for their generous donations, and everybody who helped at Club Food Day.
Now we would like to present the senior gift. I would like to direct your attention to the skirts located beneath the stage. The skirts are elegantly designed and are a source of tradition for future classes to draw from. The skirts give an aspect of professionalism and contribute to the greater sense of accomplishment that contributes to our class's greater success.
We also fixed the ticket booth. As a student who has spent many hours in the ticket booth, I can greatly appreciate its new renovations. As the first thing students see while coming to a sporting event, It will boost spirits and create a greater sense of sportsmanship in all areas of student life.
I would like to turn your attention to the announcement box. The announcement box has been painted a forest green, the original green of Live Oak High School. The announcement box instills pride in all sports played on the field and acts as a monument to our class's athletic development and success. 22-7.
The Grad Night Committee has been showing the seniors a good time for over 20 years, and we decided to give back by painting their place of organization. By showing them we still appreciate their efforts, we hope they will continue to bring spirit to the classes of the future.
Finally, we have revamped the snack shack and its surrounding area. As a major source of fundraising and a place to socialize, this improvement will benefit all.
We are proud of our senior class, and based on these accomplishments, we cannot wait to see the future avenues of success demonstrated by the class of 2008. Thank you.
Thanks.
It is time, first of all, to thank the class of 2008 for their generous gift. Thank you. Mr. Moody, as principal of Live Oak High School, I certify that the students before you have met and fulfilled all requirements as determined by the Morgan Hill Unified School District Board of Education, and that they are eligible for graduation. Please prepare for the distribution of diplomas. Nelson.
Samuel Joseph Kretcher.
Alexis Janelle Nuno.
Andrew Mark Cummings.
Jessica Poon.
Melanie Lynn Daly.
Jose Marcial Portilla.
Rebecca Marie DeVillas.
Sheree Elise Prejean.
Michelle Eva Dragoescu.
Andrew James Reimer.
Catherine Taylor Emick.
William Logan Reimer.
Kimia Celeste Gaderi.
Robert Alonzo Rodriguez.
Elizabeth Ann Meredith Hibbard.
Zachary Alexander Resnwicki.
Pamela Miana James.
Brandon David Seminatori.
Catherine Elizabeth Kingman.
Amanda Anaya Savia.
Kate Lee Lowe.
Erica Lynn Sparacino.
Andrew Robert Maines.
Luis Enrique Tapia.
Kaylee Marissa Millette.
Jacqueline Louise Tolson.
Shelley Lynn McCune.
Carissa Chiemi Watanabe.
Matthew Roy Mito.
Garrett Douglas Webb.
Christina Lorraine Heropoulos. Richard Abarca.
Mark Blaine.
Aju Elizabeth Abraham.
Elena Diane Bongiorno.
Eric Daniel Aceto.
Rachel Diane Bowen.
Matthew Aaron Acosta.
Cody Dean Brandt.
Samantha Noel Acosta.
Matthew Bray.
Daniel Stephen Adamo.
Michael Brinton.
Stephanie Nicole Johnson, Africa.
Jessica Lynn Brizendine.
Lucerito Aguilar.
Jonathan Elliott Biceps Brown.
Nicholas R. Ajuli.
Courtney Lauren Bastios.
Matthew Jacob Altamirano.
Abraham Parker Butte.
Michael Joseph Ambrosio.
Shannon Elise Byron Brown.
Paul Victor Anderson.
Michael Adrian Campa.
Caitlin Ann Armstrong.
Derek James Campagna.
Christopher George Avalos.
Giuseppe Luigi Cantatori.
Sitlali T. Avendano.
Nicholas Everett Carlson.
Matthew Anthony Avila.
Shelby Kathleen Carrillo.
Eric Robert Fabricio.
Kyle Wesley Cates.
Benjamin Ian Barker. Daniel Francisco Barrios.
Timothy William Dronick.
Mark Henry Rojas Cedeno.
Eva Lizette Escalera.
Eric Dean Chamberlain.
Alicia Maria Estrada.
Danae Lanice Chappelle.
Jamie Nicole Eustace.
Daniel Ernest Chipman.
Brian James Fee.
Andrew John Chury.
Robert John Ferret.
Jonathan Tanner Clegg.
Jessica Corinne Fernandez.
Alex Matthew Cucamo.
Jorge Luis Fernandez.
Matthew David Cummins.
Mariah Gabriel Fernandez.
Anna Lore Kurd.
Tanya Marie Ferry.
Jacob Octavio D'Angelo.
Giovanna Marie Ferrato.
Kelsey Drew Daniels.
Joseph Daniel Forestieri.
Yerban Antonio Davis.
Kendall Victoria Foster.
Ashley Ann Daw.
Ryan Donald Foster.
Ethan Silvera Dedman.
Shannon Renee Franks.
Madison M.E. DeLuca Gavea.
Nicholas Roger Gaeta.
Michael Joseph Devine.
Merhawi Jebramarian.
Nicholas Carl Dahl. Ronald Joseph Dominguez. Kylie Nicole Giovanni. Ethan Garrett James. Alina Gonzalez. David Harigi. Delphine Melinda Gonzalez Lloyd. Anthony Richard Jones. Kimberly Nicole Costa. Naeli Jessica Juarez. Brigitte Louise Hamilton. Matthew Francis Kelly. Jonathan Kendrick Hamilton. Lauren Taylor Lori Kermel. Zachary Bruce Harris. Kimberly Lynn Chris. Rachel Ann Hartley. Tiffany Alexandra Lar. Victoria Nicole Harwider. Christopher Edward Lamont. Kyle Matthew Hennings. Gabriella Noel Leach. Andrea Lynn Harrell. Jerry Lee Lewis Jr. Elizabeth Hermosillo. Lee Jeffrey Lewis. Erica Aaron Hernandez. Scott Gerald Lindstrom. Edgar Hernandez. Ryan Listel. Elia M. Hernandez. Sarah Renee Lacarnini. Renee Francisco Hernandez. Sahara Yvette Lopez. Harry Singh Hare. Sarah Nicole Lopez. Erica Noel Hickey. Nina Allison Hughes.
Erica.
Simon Ali Mohammed.
Antonia Judith Lowe.
Kevin Mackenzie Mom.
Jose Luna Jr.
Stephanie Vanessa Morales.
Katrina Monique Lusher.
Casey Alexander Mott.
Mark Douglas Machado.
Michelle Renee Mountier.
Rohit Bensukhani.
Nicholas Hayden Munn.
Rena Miraquin.
Crystal Elizabeth Muniz.
Justin John Mason.
Gerardo Murillo.
Stephen Matsuoka.
Cassandra Marie Nielsen.
Eric Michael McCombs.
Davis James Nowak.
Jasmine McCoy.
Sean O'Rourke.
Kyle McDonald.
Stephen Orlowski.
Azariah Carol McKenzie.
Roman Orta.
Michael Keith McMahon.
Tybalt G. Parhead.
Aaron Anthony Milgar.
Brianna Janae Pena.
Angel Mendoza.
Jennifer Penn.
Jesus Adam Mendoza.
Adam Michael Perez.
Joshua Anthony Mendoza. Angelica Lynn Michelle.
Seth Andrew Perez.
Armando Rodriguez.
Gordon Tyler Perry.
Joel Rodriguez.
Tiffany Ann Peterson.
Stephen Anthony Rodriguez.
Kevin Fan.
Ruby J. Rodan Osuna.
Alyssa Leila Pinabasi.
Luis Angel Rosas.
Isaiah David Plaza.
Kyle Henry Rosensberg.
Ty Alexander Colapesi.
Jason Joseph Zavala Jr.
Christopher Rafael Ponce.
Ari Bly Sandoval.
Eric Mark Poth.
Alexander John Sennert.
Blake David Creaser.
Taiwan Sao.
Rebecca Ray Rayo.
Bendy Isa Saoud.
Sylvania Maria Raposo.
Miguel Angelo Serrano.
Spencer Warren Razook.
Christine Nicole Short.
Gina Rizzardo.
Ashley Olana Schotenker Valenzuela.
Alan Yakbe Reyes.
Marcus Jonathan Schroff.
Joe Edward Rivera.
Nicholas Demetrius Salario.
Brielle LeMay Roberts.
Michael Joseph Vargas.
Christopher Ryan Smith.
Edgar Velasquez.
Jason Smith.
Marie Christine Vera.
Stephen Craig Smith.
Joanna Elia Verduzco.
Griselda Solis.
Mayra Aide Verduzco.
Stephen Stanley Salt Jr.
Juan José Vidal.
William O'Callahan Sparling.
Anthony John Villafranca.
Ryan David Strongen.
Morgan Tate Vitale.
Sharon Janine Struve.
Nicole Christine Viverito.
Marissa Lynn Struzik.
Joshua Mark Warner.
Megan Anne-Marie Subat Quinn.
Shannon Lindsay West.
Caitlin Marie Sullivan.
Jalhal Nicole Ernesta White.
Tammy Marie Tersini.
Kyle Sebastian Liedergren.
Carissa Ann Thompson.
Michael Craig Whittergren Jr.
Stephen Manuel Torres.
Scott Robert Wright.
Holly Kyoko Toure.
Mike Wu. Zachary Scott Young. Cassandra Michelle Islava.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to ask the senior class to stand. They have one unfinished piece of business at this point. we've heard a lot about this being the beginning, this being a commencement, the start of something new. So I am going to ask that they engage in that age-old tradition to recognize their graduation from this institution, that in order to turn over a new page in their life, that they move the tassel on their cap from left to right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the graduating class of 2008 from Live Oak High School, a class of character and integrity. With that, I would like to conclude our ceremonies this evening. I wish you the best. Class of 2008, like I told you on the tennis courts, you are a class like no other. Congratulations. We love you, and we expect the best of you. Good night. Thank you for being here and celebrating with our students. Be safe.